American drinks 50 gallons of soda a year. That's just crazy. Soda is just high fructose corn syrup, sugar, artificial color, artificial flavor, carbonation, lots of chemicals, and people that are trying to lose weight or get healthy and they're drinking any amount of soda, it'll thwart your efforts no matter, even if you just drink a little bit of soda. Diet soda is actually worse for you than regular soda, than the artificial sweeteners in there. The advertisements say it's better for you if you're diabetic, or it's better for you if you're dieting. The artificial sweeteners actually make you gain weight in the long run more than sugar does. They actually contribute to diabetes, so they're not helping your diabetes out at all. And they cause many more problems than just plain sugar does. So switching to diet soda is actually making it worse than if you're just drinking regular soda, which is pretty bad in the first place. I know lots of kids, lots of adults love soda, so I tried to figure out some cool, healthy, nutrient-packed soda substitutes so you can still get that fizz in your mouth, you can still have the flavor, you can still have the cool beverage, but you're not getting any of the detrimental effects of soda. Now this recipe is really versatile. You can either make like a punch or a juice, lemonade cider sort of thing out of it. You can add a little bit of carbonated water. I use this, the Perrier, I don't know how you say it's French. This is naturally carbonated, so it actually comes out of the spring carbonated like this, which is different than pumping carbonation into it. Be careful though, when you're drinking anything that's carbonated, it's just pumping carbon dioxide in there, and carbon dioxide makes your body really acidic, and it also robs your body of its ability to absorb oxygen, because oxygen and carbon dioxide are competing with each other. So make sure that if you are drinking carbonated beverages, it's just on special occasions, and make sure there's, not the sugar and the junk in there. So we got the natural sparkling water. I got some unfiltered apple juice. It's in plastic, but I just did the best I could for today. So this is unfiltered, 100% apple juice, and you'll notice that it's got the sediment at the bottom and it's not clear. We're also going to use raspberries, which are very high in antioxidants, lots of minerals and vitamins. They're one of the best berries you can eat for anti-cancer properties. We're going to use some lemon juice and a little bit of ginger, and we're going to make a really yummy soda type thing. All right, please hold. Oh, you know what? Let's do it in the blender. How about that? Okay, so all you do is add some apple juice. Now, usually with lemonade, which is kind of what this is, you add sugar and water and lemons, and then the ratio is equal amounts of sugar to lemons, and then adding in water. So what we want to do is avoid all that sugar, and what we're going to use is the sweetness of the apples instead of using sugar, and that's going to sweeten our lemonade for us. We're also going to pour in some lemons that I've squeezed prior to this, and some raspberries. Now I find when people are drinking beverages, they like color. So if you just serve them lemonade, that's cool. But if you serve them pink lemonade or raspberry lemonade, that just ups the wow factor big time. And what makes it even better is the raspberries add lots of nutrients to it. So not only is it making it prettier, but it's making it way healthier for you. This is perfect for summer. See, and you can freeze this and make popsicles out of it, and it's great for kids, like these lemonade popsicles. You put them in those little popsicle makers. All right, raspberries, and I'm gonna put a little bit of ginger in there. I like the flavor of ginger, but if you don't like the zing of ginger, you can just leave it out and leave it as a raspberry lemonade. Now the other thing I do with this recipe is I put probiotics in it, and I make it into a fermented beverage. And when you put probiotics in it, it does the same thing as yogurt. So you've got all your probiotics in there, and okay, hang on. There we go. You've got all your probiotics in there, plus all your antioxidants from your fruit, plus the alkaline properties of the lemon, and so it just makes it a winning combination. If you're going to put probiotics in it, you just break a couple capsules into there, and I'll do this next class at my fermenting class. Break a couple probiotic capsules in there, and then just leave it on the counter for 2 or 3 days, and what that does is it builds up all that friendly bacteria, and it kind of carbonates it a little bit as the bacteria is growing. It makes it a little bit fizzy, and then after it's a little bit tart, a little bit fizzy, you put it in the fridge, and it makes just a really yummy beverage. So you can use this for a punch, lemonade, or soda, or a fermented beverage. I'm just going to blend this up so the raspberries and the ginger get mixed. Now there is some sediment in here, so you can just let it all kind of settle to the bottom and just pour it off the top, or you can put it through a strainer just to get like the raspberry seeds out and the little chunks of ginger. And I usually just kind of let it settle and all that heavy stuff falls to the bottom. So what I do is just give it a taste and see if it's sweet enough. That is so tasty, I'm gonna just cry, it's so delicious. If it's not sweet enough for you, add a little bit more apple juice, that's your sweetness. If you like it a lot sweeter, you can add a couple pinches of stevia extract, and that gives you like no calories, it's not gonna spike your insulin, and it's the best option if you just want it a little bit sweeter. Stevia, I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, I tried stevia and it just doesn't work, it tastes horrible. And the reason why is because they're trying to use stevia the same way they'd use sugar. So for a cup of sugar, I'm gonna substitute a cup of stevia. That doesn't work, it makes it terrible. What stevia is really good for is enhancing sweetness. So if something is just pretty much as sweet as you want it, but you just want it a titch sweeter, but you don't want to put more sweetener in, you can put a little stevia and it enhances the sweetness. I wouldn't use it as a straight one-to-one substitute. What are they serving you now? What do you think?
Coffee.
Okay. What do you think?
It's all right.
For non-coffee drinkers?
That's good.
All right, so it's turning out kind of like a foamy kind of smoothie-ish type of thing. If you see how it's separating and all the foam's coming to the top and all the lemonade's going to the bottom. If you filter it, it will get you can just filter the foam off, filter the sediment off the bottom. So you can either have it kind of like a foamy smoothie or drink, or you can have it as a lemonade. Ooh. So to have it as a lemonade, just leave it like that. If you want soda, add a little bit of sparkling water to it. Ooh, that was close. You have a nice soda, and then if you want a fermented beverage, just add a few probiotic capsules and leave it out at room temperature for a day or two, and it will make a nice probiotic beverage for you. It's nice and fizzy. Okay, any questions about this one? That's like 4 recipes in one. That was pretty awesome, right? And again, we're using all whole foods. What are the rules? You got to use whole foods. It's got to be highly nutritious, nutrient dense, has to be delicious, has to be beautiful, it has to be easy and quick. It was all of those things. Makes drinking stuff fun.